Dear student teachers and all the viewers, welcome to today's program. Today we are going to discuss syntax devices, subordination and coordination in English language teaching. Dear student teachers, before going to learn our topic, we should recall some concepts related to English language teaching. Dear student teachers, you are all aware that we are teaching English from class 1 to 10 at school level to our students with very important aim to impart communication skills, to enable our students to become effective communicators, because language is for communication. Dear student teachers, language is for communication. The communication is of two kinds, you know that. It may be written communication or oral communication. Whatever it may be oral communication or it may be written communication. Our students should be in the position to convey their ideas without any problem, without any distraction, without any trouble. Their communication should be intelligible to the people in entire world. For example, you take that oral communication or it may be written communication, we use words, selected words, and they are to be organized in a systematic way to make it a wonderful communication to convey our ideas to others. Now observe these sentences, dear student teachers. Dropped the boy the ball. The boy dropped the ball. The ball dropped the boy. See, only one sentence is correct here. All these sentences are made up of same words, exactly same words, but only one sentence conveys meaning. Hence here word order is very, very important in English. See again, you are there. Are you there? There you are. Observe these three sentences, they are made up of same words, but they convey different meanings. Dear student teachers, there are some units of language. Let us recall them, how we use them in our communication. We use phonemes in our communication. Phoneme is the smallest unit of sound. Dear student teachers, you are aware that there are 44 phonemes in English language. We use them, hence we have to use them appropriately, properly to convey our message to others. Morpheme, the smallest unit of language that has meaning. A word or a word element. For example, you see bag. So bag is a it conveys a meaning. It is a morpheme. By adding s, we are changing its that much. It gives other meaning, that bags. We pronounce it as bags. Here in bags there are two morphemes. Bag is one morpheme and s is another morpheme. It is made up of two morphemes. Hence these morphemes are words, they together join together to make words. Words join together to form sentences, and sentences from their phrases. Hence in this way phrases together to form a sentence, and a word or group of words that give complete thought or idea is known as sentence. Giri teaches English subject is one sentence. Example, go. Only this simple, this word, it conveys meaning, that is complete idea. That is why that is also one example for sentence. Dear student teachers, till now you observed various units in language. That means phonemes, that sounds, individual sounds, they join together to form morphemes and words, and the words lead to sentences. Sentences join together to form paragraphs, and these paragraphs and this that leads to preparation of production of a discourse. Hence, language exists in discourses. Discourse is one mode of communication in a meaningful situation, that is known as discourse. Letter is a discourse, speech is a discourse, story is a discourse. These are examples of discourses. We shall conclude here, dear student teachers, and there are various units in language, morphemes, that phonemes, morphemes, that means clauses, sentences, that paragraphs, and again some discourses. While we are communicating our ideas to others, they are to be organized in a systematic way. Then only we convey our ideas to others. Hence, organizing these words is known as syntax. You see here, colorless green ideas sleep furiously, says Noam Chomsky. He stated this sentence, but it does not convey any meaning. Even words may be there, they may be organized in a systematic way. Sometimes they do not give, they convey any meaning. Hence, this we should organize words in a systematic way, and those words should convey meaning. And here, that is syntax. Rules concerning word order is known as syntax. And semantics, that means combining separate word meanings into a sensible, meaningful whole, is known as semantics. These two should be followed to convey our communication to others in an effective way. Syntax in linguistics deals with the ways that the elements of a sentence or phrase can be arranged or rearranged to express different meanings. You observe here, dear student teachers, the position of the words, they convey the subject object relationship. The position of the words is very, very important. The dog bit the cat bit the dog. These two sentences, they contain exactly the same words. Because of change in their position, they convey different meanings. And what is the difference between grammar and syntax? Syntax is a part in grammar. Grammar is a very broad term. It is a comprehensive system. It refers to the whole structure of the language. It explains the naming of parts, the rules of parts, how to organize all these things in a systematic way. That will be clearly explained in grammar. But syntax is a part of grammar, and syntax means it derives from the Greek word syntaxis, which means arrangement. The rules that determine how words combine into phrases and sentences is known as syntax. Dear student teachers, syntax allows people to communicate complicated thoughts by arranging small simple units in meaningful ways. Dear student teachers, you observe teachers, for example, a biology teacher is there. He is explaining photosynthesis. It is one, you may call it as one complicated thought. What he will do when he is presenting this photosynthesis first time to his students, the teacher analyzes it, he makes that entire that information into small sentences, and he explains to students. Students can understand them. Again, if the teacher that means joins all these sentences, and he can make it into that complicated thought. That we may call it as a definition. Okay. In this way, dear student teachers, in our the students, while they are presenting their ideas, sometimes they would like to present some complicated ideas to others. in their writing or in their speech. At the time they should know how to combine these sentences. Sometimes they should be they should also need to analyze this complex that idea into simple things. It may be subject, it may be biology, physics, definition in physics, Bernoulli principle. It may be complicated one, but our students should be in the position to analyze it into simple sentences and understand that. Hence, this capacity should be there in our students. Hence, we are teaching language means we are teaching developing intelligence in our students. Hence, we should enable our students to attain this quality. How to make simple ideas into complex one, how to make complex things into simple one. This is this is a part of the syntax, and we learn today. And again, human language is unlimited, because within the rules of syntax they can generate new sentences or phrases to express novel ideas. See, dear student teachers, observe a big textbook. There may be n number of sentences, but you find there will not be any repetition of sentences. You may observe one newspaper from beginning to the end, then there may be a number of sentences, but there will not be repetition. Each sentence is unique. Hence, our human brain, by following syntax rules, can generate, can produce different types of language types, that means language sentences. We have that capacity, that is inbuilt capacity of every human being. Chomsky called it a language acquisition device. Okay, dear student teachers, let us come to next thing, that coordination and subordination. And through this coordination and subordination, we make that these are the ways of combining words, phrases and clauses into more complex forms. Coordination and subordination are ways of combining words, phrases and clauses into more complex forms. We combine here. It may be word, it may be two sentences, or two words or two clauses. Hence, you observe here, coordination and subordination. In coordination, we connect ideas of equal importance. In subordination, we connect more important ideas with less important ideas. In these two types, we join two independent clauses. Coordination and subordination are important concepts, dear student teachers. We have to understand them because they allow a writer either to connect two independent clauses for concise writing, or to separate two independent clauses and create a dependent clause in order to provide cause and effect between the two ideas. Coordination is a way of combining two words, phrases, clauses and sentences of equal rank. Just you observe this. We use coordinating conjunctions for coordination, dear student teachers. We use coordinating conjunction. The sentence thus formed by coordination is called a compound sentence. Next, we use what do we use to join things? Coordinating conjunction. Let us understand what is a conjunction. A conjunction is a word that connects or joins together words, phrases, clauses or sentences. Example, I went to the store to buy eggs, milk and bread. Here and is one conjunction, example of conjunction. We used and here to join words, and these conjunctions we compare it as glue. So glue, there are many conjunctions may be there. This is like a glue, they connect words, sentences, clauses together. And see here, there may be number of words that conjunctions in English language. These are all conjunctions, many conjunctions are there. Let us take a close look of them. Observe, these are very important conjunctions, dear student teachers. We call them as co-ordinating conjunctions. these words join words, phrases and clauses. We remember these words with one acronym, fanboys. Fanboys. F stands for, A stands for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, S for so. And these are the words we use, and very useful words in English. These are 2 or 3 letter words. We use them to connect, to join words, phrases and clauses. These are very, very important. See here, for means, that means its meaning is because Sam drank some water, for he was thirsty. It also explains a cause and effect, and he was thirsty, and that is why he drank some water. We combine these two by using 2 ideas by using for, and it shows, it connects problem with solution. So, problem here is Sam drank some water, that the problem is he was thirsty, and the solution is Sam drank some water. And here next word and means in addition to. I take milk and sugar in my tea. I take tea, in the tea I add milk and sugar. Here by using and, that gives meaning in addition to. In addition to tea I add milk and sugar in my tea. Nor, that means not. Sarah doesn't like apples, nor does she like pears. Sarah doesn't like apples, she doesn't like pears. That means we connect these 2 ideas. Sarah doesn't like apples, nor does she like pears. And in the same way, see, there are many conjunctions like that. Then but, you observe but here, but also it gives the negative, contrasting sentences. We connect 2 contrasting sentences by using but. Or it explains what we call it provides choice. You may take tea or coffee. It provides choice. Then but also it yet it also uses 2 sentences that they are contrast. In this way, these fanboys, they are very, very important words in sentences. Dear student teachers, you observe here, to communicate addition we use and, to communicate that contrast we use but and yet, to communicate a result and effect we use so, to communicate reason and cause we use for, to communicate a choice we use or, to communicate a negative choice we use nor. You observe this small video, dear student teachers. Okay, dear student teachers, just you observe here this coordinating conjunction, that means it leads to coordination leads to develop a compound sentence. We here because of this coordination it it develops, it gives a compound sentence. See here, I like tea is one that independent clause, and he likes coffee. I like tea is one independent clause. It could be that means in other words, it could be it can stand alone. I like tea, it can stand alone, but this is one independent clause. And you observe this, he likes coffee. This is also one independent clause. We connect these two independent clauses by using one coordinating conjunction and. Hence, this is a compound sentence. A compound sentence is one which has two or more independent clauses. Because of that coordination that leads to development of that compound sentence. Then come to study the one other that example here. The teacher prized the boy for his diligence. This is one simple sentence. That the boy was diligent, so the teacher prized him. And we changed that simple sentence into compound sentence by using coordinating conjunction so. Hence, in this way, we change some simple sentences into compound sentences by using coordinating conjunctions. Dear student teachers, you observe here, do you like to drink coffee? Do you like to drink tea? I ate 5 samosa, I was hungry. You observe, because don't these sentences sound repetitive and lengthy without combining them? Hence, we have to connect them. Do you like to drink coffee or tea? This will be more effective. I ate 5 samosas because I was hungry. This will be more effective way of communication. Hence, we have to combine sentences, to develop to make use of coordination in our the speech or writing to make it more effective. See, observe here one more example for coordination, dear student teachers. The football game has been postponed. We will have to do something else. You observe here two simple sentences with no coordination or subordination, but note how coordination occurs below. We use coordinating conjunction so. Observe here, the football game has been postponed, so we will have to do something else. We combined these two independent clauses by using so, which is a coordinating conjunction. The football game has been postponed. This is independent clause. We will have to do something else. This is also one independent clause. We combined these two by using so, which is a coordinating conjunction. Sometimes we need not use a coordinating conjunction. Instead, we may use a semicolon. The football game is postponed. Use semicolon there. We will have to do something else. Let us try to understand the different types of coordinating conjunctions. They have been given names based on their nature. You observe here a cumulative conjunction or copulative conjunction. These are and, both and, as well as, not only, but also. These are some of the examples of cumulative conjunction. Here they add one statement to another. See here, and this is the matchmaker. And connects things that are alike, connects two ideas that go together. I want to eat samosa and popcorn. We used and here to connect two ideas. And connects things that are alike or joined together. I want popcorn and samosa. And also useful to add information. In order to add information also, we use some more information to our idea, we use and. Diabetes is a serious disease and it is becoming more common. Here our sentence here is diabetes is a serious disease. I would like to add some more information to it. I used and it is becoming more common. The second part of the sentence gives more information about diabetes. And both and we call it as, we use as a pair, and we call them as correlative conjunctions. She is both clever and beautiful, as well as the gorilla as well as the orangutan are primates. The gorilla is a primate, the orangutan is a primate. We combined these two sentences by using as well as. The gorilla as well as the orangutan are primates. Not only but also, the burglars not only looted the shop but also set it on fire. Then come to second type of coordinating conjunctions. We name them as adversative conjunctions. An adversative conjunction expresses opposition or contrast between two statements. You come here, two contrast statements will be there. We connect them by using this type of conjunctions. We name them as adversative conjunctions. Observe here, Ravi is poor, but he is honest. Ravi is poor, he is honest. Both these sentences, they are the contrast sentences. You combine them by using coordinating conjunction, but connects two ideas that go against each other. See here, I want to eat samosa, I don't want to eat popcorn. These two ideas are contrasting, and we connect these ideas by using but. I want to eat samosa but not popcorn. This is known as, but is called king conflict. Nevertheless, still, there was little chance for success. Nevertheless, she did not lose hope. He is rich, still he is unhappy. These two are contrasting sentences. They express that opposite ideas. He is rich, he is unhappy. We connect them by using still. He is rich, still he is unhappy. The next type is alternative conjunctions. An alternative conjunction expresses a choice between two alternatives. Examples are or, either or, neither nor, otherwise. There are some type of conjunctions. We name them as alternative conjunctions. They provide choice to us. We can express choice by using them. Observe this. Do you want popcorn or samosa? We are providing choice. It is also known as decision maker. It connects two choices. Do you want popcorn or choice? Do you want tea or coffee? You can have coffee or tea. We provide a choice here by using or. Either or, neither nor. Either one of the two alternatives, this or that, English or Spanish. I can speak either English or Spanish, which is easier for you to understand. We provide two choices here. And in the same way, not this or that. I can speak neither French nor Arabic. I can't speak I can't speak French, I can't speak Arabic. I state I can speak neither French nor Arabic. Let's cut down this tree. It is neither useful nor beautiful. it is not useful, it is not beautiful, let us cut down it. How do we express? It is neither useful nor beautiful. Otherwise, here it provides two alternatives. You must pay the fees, or you are not allowed to write the examination. These are two that things before that person. You must pay the fees, otherwise you will not be allowed to write the examination. It provides two alternatives. Next type of conjunctions, we call them as illative conjunctions. Conjunctions which express an inference, they are called illative conjunctions. For examples are for so. Here, she works hard, so she will win. She works hard. What is the inference of that? What is the result of that? She will win. It also shows cause and effect. She works hard, cause, effect, she will win. They must have gone out, for nobody answered the phone. What is the inference? Nobody answered the phone. What is the inference of that? What can we make out? They must have gone out. There is no one in the home. They must have gone out, for nobody answered the phone. These ideas, two ideas, joined together by using one coordinating conjunction for. We call this, we name this type of conjunctions illative conjunction. For is also used to connect a solution with a problem. Solution will be there, problem will be there. It is a problem finder. I was very hungry. I was hungry. This is my problem. I ordered a samosa. That is a solution. I combined these two. I ordered samosa, for I was hungry. For is the problem finder. We used for as a coordinating conjunction here. So is used to connect a problem with a solution. So is also like that. I want popcorn, so I made some. It is also problem solver. I want popcorn, that is one thing. I made some, that is solution. I was late for school, he was late for school, so he took a shortcut. The problem is late to school, solution is he took a shortcut. Let us understand subordination. The process of joining two clauses of unequal ranks in a sentence is called as subordination. Observe this example to understand this. The football game has been postponed. We will have to do something else. You observe here two sentences. These two are independent clauses. There is no subordination or coordination. Now observe. Because the football match is postponed, we will have to do something else. By using because, we changed it into subordinate. We developed we added subordination to this sentence. Because the football match is postponed, we will have to do something else. You observe here, because the football game has been postponed, this is one dependent clause, and we will have to do something else is independent clause. We combine these two by using subordinating conjunction because. We remember this subordinating conjunction with one acronym, a white bus. A stands for although, as, after. WH stands for whatever, whenever, when, whereas, whether, which. In this way, there are many subordinate conjunctions. All of them, we remember them with one acronym, a white bus. Observe this small video. So, Here this is a small one song, dear student teachers, about subordinate conjunctions. We have to remember then with a white bus. Then because of this subordination, dear student teachers, we generate a complex sentence. What is meant by a complex sentence? A sentence thus formed by subordination is called a complex sentence. A complex sentence has one main clause and one or more subordinate clauses. A complex, because of this subordination, you observe this slide and you can understand this. Observe slide, dear student teachers. A sentence that's formed by subordination is called a complex sentence. A complex sentence has one main clause and one more subordinate clause, one subordinate clause. Here I observe this. A complex sentence has an independent clause and at least one dependent clause. When the cake is brown, take it out the oven. Here, when the cake is brown is a dependent clause and take it out the oven, that is independent clause. And we developed that because of this subordination, a complex sentence is generated here. And based on different qualities of subordinating conjunctions, we have named them. That means some coordinating conjunctions, they express time. Things have changed since I left my previous workplace. He had lunch after he got back home. These are subordinating conjunctions related to time. In this way, dear student teachers, there are many subordinate conjunctions. Some explain cause and reaction, cause and reason. Observe this. I like chocolate pudding because it is yummy. That I like chocolate pudding because it is yummy. In this way, we developed that means different types of subordinate conjunctions. I classified them into different types. Dear students, in today's class, we observed, we learnt syntax, coordination and subordination. Dear student teachers, and what is the shortest way to make our students to attain proficiency in English? What is your answer? Dear student teachers, remember it, the shortest way to enable our students to attain wonderful proficiency is to provide wonderful exposure, potential exposure to them in English language, in order to make them to listen, provide listening experience. In order to develop the speaking the competence, provide speaking experience. In order to develop reading and writing, provide experiences to them, and let our students in a wonderful that atmosphere, English atmosphere should be prevailed in the classrooms, and provide that personalized teaching to them based on their interest levels of the students' intelligence. Like that, you provide personalized teaching. By that, you can generate wonderful proficiency in our students in English language. And dear students, I wish you very good luck and all the best. Thank you very much.